All right, guys. Fulu coming to you with another video. I hope all is well with you guys. Um, so it looks like we have some happenings with the usual thing with these Belejo women. It never ceases to amaze me that they they keep on shooting themselves in the foot. And their response is emotional response is not based on logic. You know what I mean? But one, but we're gonna get into one that is actually telling you the truth and actually brings up some valid points. But look at the comment sections, though. Look when you see the comment sections about what I'm about to say. Hey, let's go. You're gonna be surprised. Like it's crazy that, and by all means, this woman would be called a pick me. Like if this woman were to like hit the mainstream, she would be called a pick me. But let me see if she has this video. Okay, here we go. Let's get into it.
I just want to know, because I have too many clients, too many male clients that are married. Ladies, married women. I want y'all to get on here and I want y'all to explain to me, because this doesn't make sense to me. Because if I was married, my husband would get this cooch. Like, I'm lost. How are y'all?
Well, she lost the woman there. She lost the women there when she said that. She made herself a target saying something like that. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, she will be called a pick me. Now what's crazy is that a woman just wanting to be a woman wanting to be in her natural element, be what she was put on this earth to be, will now be called a pick me. Like no matter what, she is going to be called a pick me. She's going to be called like, you know what I mean? And it's crazy that she's going to be called these things. I'm like, wow, like she's just expressing being a woman, and yet she's being called a pick me. It's kind of amazing that that these women identify her as a pick me, right? But this is the time that we are living in. That when it comes to these women, uh, they want all control. They want all control. They want like the whole thing. They want to be in control completely. You know what I mean? But in their object of control is basically doing whatever they want to do and not suffering the consequences for doing what they want to do. But let's go ahead and listen to what she has to say.
In the house with your husband 2 and 3 months at a time and ain't putting out. I just talked to my friend who said that him and his wife have had sex once this year.
You heard that? So, if I was in that situation, you just gotta either A, divorce her, or B, you just go ahead and get a second wife. You just go ahead and do that polygamy, get yourself a second wife. Because at that point, you have to ask yourself, okay, well, is marriage counseling gonna work, or are these things going to work? Since she is not giving you sex. You know what I mean? So you have to ask yourself that question, you know. But let's continue on.
The 12th of February. It's like, I don't. What? And if y'all need to communicate, if he ain't turning you on, tell him. If he ain't smelling amazing, tell him. But to deprive yourself, deprive y'all, I don't understand it.
Well, there's something you must understand, sister. A lot of times, sister, just to let you know, A lot of times, um, women, especially modern women, Belejo and Denejo women, and even Asian and modern Latin women who have Western mindsets. A lot of times, sister, these women had their fun already. You know, they already had their fun, meaning before they got married, before they before they tied the knot and settled down, they were getting ran through. They were getting pumped and dumped. I mean, even just the other day, there was this one woman who was trying to like, um, talk about like her rap sheet, and her rap sheet was like 54. Like so, and this woman was seeking a marriage, and it's like, okay, well, you know, we know what you're looking for now. You're just looking for a provider dude, and you're just going to be very selective and rationing out sex to him. You must understand this, sister.
And I'm not married. I don't understand. Like, and if I was married, I wouldn't understand. Like, so please, please, just please enlighten me. Don't come down on me. I just want to understand as an unmarried, because this is actually why the wives be getting cheated on. Like, how are y'all not doing the one thing they locked y'all down to do? That's the most important lockdown part. The food. The
And she's right. I mean, like at the end of the day, like, you know, um, when a woman says that they can't cook or they're not gonna cook, then like what the hell? Like, hell am I gonna be with you for? And then another thing we need to say too is like, yeah, like niggas gonna want sex. You know what I mean? Niggas are gonna want sex often. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing. I mean, according to Islamic law, like your wife has to be available to you for sex at any given time, except if she has like some physical ailments, or she's on her menstrual cycle or something like that. Then yeah, you don't bother. But if she's fully healthy and she's just depriving you of sex, then God curses her for doing that. You know what I mean? And at that point, you just need to divorce her. You don't have to have anything to do with her anymore. She's obsolete at that point. You know.
I just want to know because I.
Okay, but let's look at the comments section. Let's see what the comments say. Get married and your question will be answered. Okay, let's see. Did you just justify cheating though? And now this one puts the blame back on the husband. If the husband is not satisfied, why doesn't he leave? And how do you know the wife hasn't had those combos? Okay, she's mad. Um, if a man's physical needs aren't being met, the wife's emotional needs are not being met either. Okay, so teeter totter. First and foremost, don't justify cheating. It's tacky. Cheating is unjustifiable. Second, as a married woman with kids, I will tell you this: if my husband, okay, she needs to shut up. Why would you justify cheating? So all of them are as being valid because the wives aren't engaging in um sex should not be the reason men marry women. That's one of the reasons. Um, Two words. Um, Erectile dysfunction. A lot of these men have it and are not putting out and not fixing the issue. Okay, that's cap. And the men that she's dealing with probably have it because if her name if her name tells me anything, it says 78, which means she was born in 1978. So she's already past that. There's no way um you're heterosexual. You see how they come at her? Your client, what is exactly your job? And why is he telling you about a sex life? You see this? Okay, okay. Because some men, okay, let me see. Yeah. How y'all not doing the one thing they locked y'all down to do? This rubbed my soul the wrong way. You see these responses? Disappointed that you're putting all the blame on the wife. I'm a licensed therapist. Trust, it's not usually the wife's fault. And who knows? She probably ain't even no damn licensed therapist. Get the hell out of here. You know, only the married get it. And here's a simp now. You got to be married to understand this. It's always more to the story. You see how they simp? The unmarried speaking on unmarried business. Very interesting. Well, obviously she's going to speak on it. Someone told her about it. She's probably tired, overworked, and he's probably not helping her be any less tired. That's why it's so common. You see how? Well, yo, um, I don't believe that. Okay, because of the simple fact that that dude it has to do the lion's share. And so here we go. Here we go again. Here we go again. Unpicked pick me's are hilarious. I'm gonna reply to her. I'm gonna say, delusional catfishes who only show their face their face and not their deformed bodies are hilarious. I told you that that's what they say. They call them pick-me's. Yeah, I went back to her with her ugly ass. And I'm just gonna leave it at this. I'm gonna leave it at this. And of course, she's gonna be called a pick me. That's how they lose them. I've been married 10 years and my husband gets it every single day. Boom. Except for when on the cycle. Let's see what the women have to say. Let me see. Yeah, only men reply. Okay, here we go. You see, it's only okay, and here's this one. Well, she has no sex drive because she's probably a catfish too. I mean, if you have a high sex drive, then by all means. As for me, I have little to no sex drive. 3 years of celibacy and counting. Yeah, she was probably getting ran through before those 3 years. But anyhow, yeah. And the woman replied back to my comment. Let me see what she said. Let me see what she said to my comment. She replied,
Oh, secret.
Yeah, how is that like that's the thing. How is that a pick me? To make an international how is that a pick me? I'll reply later though. Let's get to the second part of this thing. Okay, I think you guys remember when that woman was crying about being 30 something. It was crocodile tears. I may not be able to have kids. Yeah, I may not be able to have kids. Um uh, my friends are telling me don't worry, the ones the ones with like the ones with what did she say again? I'm trying to figure out what she said. She said I may not want a relationship because I won't be able to have kids if he may want kids and stuff like that. And it turns out she's an Instagram model with all these like things and everything like that. Now let's look at her response to the overwhelming support that she got from these people. Let's see. They grow older, and now they're wasting at least a whole decade from 20 to 29. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
I'm watching all my friends get married and have babies.
Crocodile tears.
Find love.
Okay, and now
I had another talking phase.
Here she is.
Yet again.
Dr. Jekyll and Miss Hyde. Watch this.
And this is what she responded with. When it comes to dating, I've gotten this comment so many times.
You see how her voice changed too?
I feel like as women, we're taught to uproot our lives and go look for a man. Maybe I got a career to think about. No, one that I could only do in California.
So basically, in essence, she's saying that she can't be an Instagram model anywhere else. Another thing that must be said is that when those looks die off, what's going to be the next move? You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you don't have anything else besides your looks, then what are you going to do next? You know what I mean? What's going to be the next move for you? You feel me? But let's continue on.
Crazy thought. We could just tell men to do better. Alrighty then.
Okay, so she said, just tell men to do better. You know, you know how it comes with these women. The blame always goes back to the men. There's no responsibility taken. You feel me? But let's get into two more videos and then we'll call it. So, you know, everybody, like, for example, you'll hear women saying, oh, I like Russell Wilson and what Sierra has. You know, Sierra and Russell Wilson, that's goals. You hear that, right? But let's see what happens when Mr. Future comes to the Super Bowl party. Let's see. And this is what this goes to show you. This goes to show you that this dude, Russell Wilson, is a beta male. This dude straight up, I think, was making comments about taking care of Future's kids, saying, oh, we don't need him, things like that. He was saying all that crap. But look at what happens when this nigga shows up, you know? And then I'll do one more video.
Was the implication.
How polished she may look, no matter how clean, polished, on point she may look, you gotta ask yourself, why was she attracted to that hood ninja? Why was she attracted to that dusty ninja? Some of these dudes don't even have...
Okay. Okay, look at this. So Drake brings out Future. Russell Wilson leaves. Ciara's with her. To my guys who follow this channel, be Future. Don't never be Russell Wilson if you're gonna dive with these modern Western women. Which I recommend you don't, but if you are, just be Future. Don't be no damn Russell Wilson. It doesn't pay to be Russell Wilson. But let's see what Future was saying though about why he left Sierra. And let's see what Charlemagne had to say about that, Let's see what Charlemagne was saying about that. Let's see. Okay, here we go.
Y'all put out a statement saying, like, let us live our respectable lives. Like, don't leave us alone. We went our separate ways because of issues that we had, and we want everybody to keep our privacy.
Like he cheated.
Yeah, like she just went along with the cheating rumors and never said anything. Like, issue a statement saying leave our personal life alone, and I wouldn't have to say anything about it.
Well, I feel like a statement you issued. I don't know. I could be wrong. The song "Throwaway." The second half of that song, was that record about Sierra? When you after
no, it wasn't. It was about any girl that feel like that's what it's all about. If it's about
that, get it over.
Just get it over with, because that's what it's like. If it's about any, I'm not worried about.
Now, Charlemagne has a theory about Sierra.
Here we go.
Future, actually, you tweeted.
Here we go. All right, and DJ Envy decided to instigate,
About a couple weeks ago, you said you got that curse up off you, and now.
And believe it or not, a lot of modern Vallejo women will curse you because, like, I'm not even cap, bro. Like, even yesterday, like, I just said something about California because I'm out of town, and it happened to be that, like, because I'm doing my boxing camp up here, but it happened to be like this Vallejo woman from California, and I had my whatchamacallit face mask on, my Guinea-Bissau face mask. And so she like just got real aggressive, saying that you're not even from California, that I was born and bred in California, you know what I mean? And the funny thing is, it's like, this woman is still young. Well, no, she's not young, but she's not old either. But, she was like walking with a cane and stuff like that. Talking mess, and just talking about like how I'm not from California, and, and just showing a real dislike for Black immigrants. And, I guess the ADOS talking points have now trickled down to like just regular Vallejos who have maybe nothing to do with, or who really maybe not care about getting reparations or whatever. I think it's trickled down to them as well. So, you have this new aggression for like African niggas, and for the most part Caribbean niggas who haven't went down that rabbit hole with them. You know what I mean? So it is a spiritual thing that you have to watch out for. And Future is telling this right now, and Charlemagne is too. Let's listen.
Back like you never left. So I feel like Sierra may be cursed because you look at what happened with Amari Stoudemire.
That's one guy, and it's true. I didn't know Amari Stoudemire was messing with her, but his career went kind of like downhill after he messed with her.
Bow Wow, 50.
Yeah, he kind of went off the deep end too. Bow Wow as well, 50 Cent, he kind of like recovered though,
Music even fell off a little bit.
I'm back. I guess you gotta have a baby or something to knock the curse. I don't know, but I'm back. I ain't thinking about her, man. I swear, man, I'm not thinking about her, man. I want her to be totally happy.
Like, so the moral of the story is Russell Wilson, unfortunately, has that, like, he now has those guys' burdens. You know what I mean? Like, he now has the burden of those previous guys. You know what I mean? And so, with that being said, he messed around and married her. When, as a matter of fact, he should have just hit it and left. You know what I mean? Or just made her like maybe a girlfriend, and still not have kids with her. You know, I wouldn't have had any kids with her. You know, especially what she's doing now, like twerking topless, doing all types of stuff. You know, just very evil energy. You know what I mean? But anyhow, man, you know, it's just another day in the office for me with these modern women. At the end of the day, you know, it's both ways, but a lot of it has to do with them and their emotions and not thinking with logic. You know what I mean? And so with that being said, it's like, okay, well, um, there's just gonna continuously be more to expose. But anyhow, guys, that's all I got for now. Foolish signing out. Njara.